Hey, happy Tuesday, YouTube. Hope you guys are having a great day. I am having an amazing morning so far, but I wanted to get on here and talk to all of you guys to basically share with everybody that we are no longer going to be offering live transfers as well as any form of lead generation like we did in the past. Those days are over for us. And for a lot of you guys that are asking why, I'll put it to you in this way. It's just cheaper to buy an inbound lead than to deal with the headache of managing and running a center that does live transfers and lead gen. It's just cheaper these days. You know, for many years, I pushed live transfers. And the reason I did was, again, because that was the cheapest way to really get live transfers to myself and the agents that I sold leads to, as well as my agents. But with times changing, more and more people are on the phones more than ever. I mean, times are good because it allows us, companies like ours, to reach and have access to quality inbound real-time leads that are game changers. You know, for a lot of you guys that don't know this about me, one, I've been on the phones for many years, but actually I started doing telemarketing lead generation in 2010. In fact, Scott Riddle from Waco, Texas was my first client who wrote a check out for leads. And at the time, what we were doing, myself and a small group of call center guys that I had in Central California, we were cold calling consumer lists, and we were just making sure that they were DNC compliant and TCPA. And we were cold calling people, soliciting final expense. And back in 2010, people were picking up the phone, they were receptive to the concept of final expense, and we were generating leads. That was in 2010. But my point is, at that initial part of my career doing lead gen, I knew just how important DNC and TCPA compliance was. And over all these years that I've been involved in lead generation, because it's an absolute necessity, especially if you have an agency, I've always understood that. That's why a lot of you guys know that I've been dropping videos on TCPA, DNC for years. I've been doing this, talking about this. Not only that, I've been highlighting how we've been doing it right over the years. Not only that, we even had the company insured against any litigation in the event we made a mistake when it came to compliance. We did all that. So I've been there, I've done that. But now, for the last 6 months, we've been slowly switching out all of our live transfer customers, switching them over to the inbounds, and it's been a success. Only one customer really decided to stay on board with the live transfer because he was happy with the cost and he understood the risk. But everybody else has made the switch. Yes, an inbound is going to be a little bit more expensive. In our case, we charge $55 for a 60-second buffer. You can buy a live transfer for $35, $40, a good one. But you still have the risk. If that center that's sending you the live transfer has one DNC, that one DNC can cost you $40,000. Which takes me to this. How do you know that the marketing company that you're currently hiring, do your live transfer and lead gen services, is doing things by the books? How do you know truly? Did your lawyer vet them out? Did they send you a legal opinion letter of how they're running their business? Are they insured? I'm curious, how do you know? Or you just took it off face value because the marketing company had a nice website and they told you they did. If you're letting that slip through the cracks, I promise you're in for a surprise. And I'll prove it to you. For years, I've been sharing with you guys Aperion. Aperion is a tool that I back up, I use, because they are 100% accurate when you check a phone number against their database. They're up to date, real time. I challenge you. The leads that you're getting today from any center that you're working, run it against Aperion and tell me how many of the numbers that you're being sold, whether lead gen, telemarketed, or live transfers, are showing up on Aperion's database. You can check 10 phone numbers per hour free. If after a day or two, every single one of the leads that you're being sold is not on that list, then you got a good company. I'll also advise you, there are 12 states that have their own independent DNC list. So yes, you can run it through the national with Aperion, but Aperion won't pick up the specific state DNC. So is your marketing company staying out of those 12 states if they're cold calling people? If the answer is no, then you can be at risk. All of these pieces that are moving every single day, and you're generating hundreds and thousands of these calls, you get one violation, it can cost you. So what I'll do is I'll put the website to Aperion. You can check 10 per hour free. If you need to check more, Aperion offers an API system so you can put it into your CRM, and every phone call that transfer company is sending you, they will knock it out. But please be advised, Aperion doesn't check for the independent state-specific DNC. So again, the marketing agencies need to know exactly what they're doing, and they must have mechanisms that check for DNC that are accurate. If you do the research and look up TCPA lawsuits, DNC lawsuits, you'll be amazed how many people are getting sued. Over all these years, I've had my share of demands and scares. Over 10 litigators have attempted to sue us. But you know what? It never got past the letter, because once we got the letter, we were able to prove to them that we were doing things by the books. And in the event we made a mistake, we had insurance to back us up, so our clients wouldn't be hurt. So this is the main reason why I myself am no longer doing live transfers. The cost is not worth it no more compared to an inbound. And if you truly understand what I'm saying, then it will make sense to you. It took me years to get here. And in our defense, live transfers was the best solution at the time, because in order to really work with inbounds, we didn't have the deep pockets and we didn't have the network of agents that can handle the volume to keep it going. So we did what we had to do. But just like everything, right? Everything evolves and grows. And I'm just happy to say that today, for all of you guys that are on the phones, I encourage you to look at inbounds, make the extra investment in the inbound. And if you're good on the phone, you're dealing with a much better quality of lead. You can't compare, again, a live transfer or a lead gen. Lead gen, you got to call them back, and good luck getting people on the phone. But a live transfer is based on the concept of being called on, solicited, rekindled. And it's also based on the concept of the call centers nurturing that database. And then when that person has an inkling of interest in getting a quote, they're transferred to you. If you're good on the phone, you're going to make it no matter what. But if you struggle, you might have some struggles at the intro part of that transfer, resistance. On the other hand, an inbound is of a person that is searching for a final expense quote that me and you can offer, and they're doing it in real time. They're searching on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc., Facebook, and they have a call to action and they call in. When they call in, they connect directly to you. Because of that reason, we have no compliance issue. because they're calling you, and the quality of that lead is through the roof, because that's the point of interest. And if you know how to sell and you know how to close, you're going to sell a boatload. So once again, we are no longer offering live transfers, lead gen. We're only doing digital marketing services and final expense inbounds. And when you buy inbounds from us, you get a free CRM. Times are changing, and I'm excited. There's never been a better time to be a telephone agent like it is right now, because the cost of entry is at the cheapest that it's ever been before. So with that said, to all of my friends that supported us over the years, that purchased live transfers from us, thank you. We appreciate that business, but we got the future to look forward to, and it's only looking better and better as we look at it. So with that said, I wish you guys a great day, and see you guys at the top. Peace.